With HoneyBook, you can make sure your marketing business is as polished and professional as you really are. Here's how.
If you work in IT,
More ads. Atera is actually pretty good, I will say. I will say. Hey, what's going on, folks? We don't know if there will be any we're gonna let this be a thing. We are live right now. Gonna see if there's any trades going on. Who knows? We don't know. We don't know, but we're here. We're gonna spend some chart time. Time in the charts. We're gonna hope we're still logged in. We are. Anyways, what's going on, folks? I feel like I'm an animal. All right, to recap on the recap yesterday. We did take the loss yesterday. We took a 20% loss. Got 15% of that back. So we're at like a 6% loss for the week. It was like almost 21, so math, we'll find out right now. Yeah, so it was 20.94. We took a 15.04 back. On my main account, I did take, I don't know, 15 or 20% profit or something like that. Or I think it was about 15, 13% profit on our main account. But again, our little challenge here is on this account, so this is the one that we're negative in. So I don't know that we're gonna make our monthly goal, but I think we gotta start small here, right? Gotta be in our weekly. Let's just start with weekly goals for a little bit. See if we can get back into the swing of things. Maybe, well, I know I'm doing something completely different. I don't even remember what I did before. And to be honest, I'm probably not going to even go back and watch the videos. I should. I don't know why I'm not thinking of that. But that's the happening. That is the happening. Anyways. So that's the recap on yesterday's recap. Good times. The recap on the prior day, we just didn't get up in time. Let's trade. And the day before, right before that, we were just too second guessy, didn't know what was going on to catch this right here. It was moving back up. We should have put the sell in. This is when we were talking about it. Obviously, it did its thing. We caught around. Actually, I thought I caught along here, thinking we were gonna raise up to here. That didn't work. Sold. Put a reverse trade. Put one on the main. Caught some of this drop. And that's where we are right now. And a lot of me tells me I want to go back to the upside. But do we do that? I don't know. Still in a downtrend. We might be at the bottom of a downtrend. but I'm not completely sold on that. I don't know that we're gonna have any trades in, but you know, it is what it is. We'll figure that out when we can. Figure all of it out when we can. Well, let's see. There's a bunch of liquidity up there in the 58,800 area, as well as down below. If I look at my big map here. What is good? Anywheres, I reckon we need you know what I like about the mobile app? I'm just gonna throw that out there. Is let's say I wanted to put a TP SL, I can go by percentages, or at least it tells me what the percentage is. All right. We're gonna get in here. Okay. Oh yeah, so since we lost $1.5 $1.50 instead of $1.60 or $1.70 is where 7% would be. And from here it's a little over a $200 move. So I think that's what we'll kind of try to think about it. We need $200, 220-ish moves for there to be the profit we want. That would complete our trade amount. So if I actually wanted to do 2 trades to reach the same thing, I think it would reach the same thing. No, it wouldn't. The reason why is because the 2 trades are going to take the 2 times the amount of fees. Alright, let's just at least try to determine a direction. Solid maybe on the down. Maybe not. All right, we'll see how the price action goes here. I'm like, don't do it. Don't go against that trend. Over here wanting to do it. Wanting to go against it. Ready. Dang. It's a little rough. A little bit rough. There is more selling pressure still than buying pressure. You know what I never finished? I never finished watching the videos on Forex.com about like the CPI and, you know, all that fun stuff. I should probably look at that. I think this is more of a triangle. I don't know. It just came off of a punch up. Is it more of a flag? Would we call this more of a flag? Oh, so that should semi-breakdown, or is it a wedge? Is it a wedgie? Yeah, I feel like I don't know what I'm looking at. Time wise, trying to figure out what we're looking at here. All right, let's say we do go for a short. Follow the trend. Okay. If we did do that, I don't know about that trade though. Not really sure about it. We are having some pushes at. Where's momentum going? It's the question. Okay. Let's just say, oh yeah, we should probably get the disclaimers out of the way. It's for educational purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, and you should definitely not listen to me, because you will lose money. I will 100% guarantee that you will if you listen to me every single time. Good. Not responsible for your craziness. You're responsible for your own money. Yes, I'm responsible for my own money. Boom. Anyways, what is that? I'm so tired, man. I want to lay back down. Lay back down, pass out. Go to the sleepies. Go to the dreamlands. Alright, are there the trade opportunities that I'm looking for? I would need that to come down and break even with this at this point. Not out of the question. Not within the question I would like. I mean, I think we would have got it if we brought in up here. We'd make it. Curious on how these are going. Let's see how these next few take a look. So we're hitting that resistance zone area. We are having long wicks of green. So it looks like there is a push up. Now, is that who's making these pushes up? I don't know. I have none of the ideas. Try to see if there's any trades. Alright, so we gotta see if it breaks this. It's kind of looking like it might. Did get pushed down. Might get rejected here. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, guess we should talk through this. My mind here. So it is butting up against this resistance. It doesn't look like the buy-in pressure is, you know, cutting it, so to speak. Part of me wants to take the trade now, or maybe if it goes back up to and gets rejected off of this 347-ish area. I might actually do that. I feel like I want to put some in now as well. It looks like it's just not making the cut. I don't think we would get the full amount that we would want off of this. Thing is it's pretty freaking close. Now, if this volume ends higher, I might be inclined for the upside. I'm looking at 8725, so it's probably up here. Hitting more of that resistance. Almost looks like a classic push up to take the liquidity up here. Almost, guys, almost. All right, is this the move? Is this it? Are we punching to? Do we do it, guys? Do we punch into the possible no, don't do it zone? Or maybe we just throw one trade in. 25. We'll take that to 7. Yeah. That's where we're trying to go. Oh, bleeding into our apex time. All right, I'll put it in if it rejects off of this 350, 375 and starts pumping back up. I will put the trade in. Yeah, so it's got to drop back down into this 375, 350 area, and if it breaks back up, I will put this trade in. So I wanted to break back above this line and break down into this essentially. So I wanted to break into the zone. If it gets rejected into the zone and starts moving back up is when I will put the trade in. I don't know if that constitute what I was looking for. All right, so the reason why I'm saying that I could be wrong. And we see this here. We have a little bit of push up. It comes down. Blah, blah, blah. We still have these little test pushes, and then it goes up, and then we have the push downs. This to me seems like the little test rate for the initial push. This volume here concerns me. This one was met. Another test, then push down, so that is concerning. We did not break down into where I would like it to have broken down into. We could have took that trade and probably should have, since it was close. So here's the reason. Oh, shoot. Anyways, the reason why I was saying that is that it seems like, I could be wrong here, but on my book map order books, it appears as though the move ups have less volume than the move downs, and there's a lot of volume that's being used up to go sideways here. So like, let's take a look here.
Okay, so today we will code our first EA, our first trading
if you get what I'm saying, it takes a lot of volume to try to keep this from going up, and then
quick back test.
You've got all these little itty bitty pushes
So this is our
that are
platform,
creating
and to
the
open
separation,
the meta
right?
editor,
Oh
just
man.
click on tools and click on MetaCode's language editor. And this is where we create all our expert advisors. We can also create scripts
might have
and
missed.
indicators for MetaTrader.
We
want
might have
to
missed.
create a new expert advisor, so we just click on the new button, top left
If
corner.
it drops back down
And here we take the first option.
again,
Click
down
on next.
into here.
Now we can set a name. Let's call it first EA, for example. We click on next. Don't select any of these options. Just click on next. Here again, click on finish. So this is how our EA looks like right now. And what I like to do at the start is just to clean up a little bit. For example, these gray comments, we don't really need them, so we can just delete the first 5 lines and make some space here, and also these lines. The gray comments don't do anything to the code, they are just for the programmer, so you can describe what you are doing or what the function is for example. Comments are very important, but I just don't like the
Okay, it won't let me put in.
standard formatting for meta quotes.
I forget how much I have to put in.
So we just clean up a little bit. Okay, and we also don't need this last line. Okay, so now we can start.
I think we just
coding.
missed the trade.
But before we do this, let's just take a look at our MetaTrader again and think a second what we want.
Yeah, we definitely
EA
did.
to do. So for this video, we just want the EA.
It didn't hit
open
our
a
condition. It
buy
got pretty
trade
close.
at a
Maybe I should have
specific time and close again
done that.
at another hour of the day. So for that, we need 2 input variables, one for the open time and one for the close time. So we go back to the meta editor, and now we will declare 2 input variables. And to do this, we just copy here this comment because we are lazy, and we create a new section and call it variables. Because everything needs always to be nice and structured so we don't get lost in the code. So now let's declare two variables, and to declare a variable you just write the type of the variable, and we want a integer type because we want to enter a number, for example 10 o'clock or 11.
So the thing I think I started noticing here All right, I think it's Apex time. I think we had enough time here. Oh, we didn't get the trade in. Oh, you know what? We said that. We removed those things. We said if it came down and bounced into this, we would take those. If it didn't go lower. If it doesn't go lower. All right, we took out. Question is, are we taking out a higher high before dropping out? Because that would take us into taking out the liquidity that's up there that we're close to already as it is. We did start to bounce here. If it does make it above, that's when we're going to go ahead and jump in. I want this to close. We're going to take a small trade, to be honest. Let's see how this works. Let's see if we can get some confirmation on a possible so it doesn't really know what it wants to do. The volume kicked in here. All right, the volume had to kick in actually just to keep this alive. It's a little scary. I'd actually like to see some red here. Just a hair. Because I want to see how this transcribes here. That's a very small amount of volume to counteract that. It engulfed the previous. Now we're kind of seeing the opposite directions take hold. There are bigger volumes just to keep this from going down more, seems like. So it does seem like we're possibly going to start reversing. Now that's the question here. These are the things that we're kind of looking at right now, right? Here you can see the volume is starting to kick up in order for it to not to go down. You know what I mean? Look at that. Well, these red ones here, I'm going to consider, since they are up, that they just ended low, which means that they're still probably green. But you noticed here, look how much small volume, and then the volume had kicked in here. And prior to going the opposite direction, you see how much red volume was there to just to keep this down, and almost very, very small amount. I don't know, this might be a little too early to tell. We're getting sell indications here. They're not locked in though. Alright, see how much that moved in comparison to this volume here. So that might be the selling coming in. Let's see. Are we gonna bounce here? This is the question. Basically, I said it wouldn't take this long. I probably would have if I would have around here. So I would technically be in the negative if I would have done it right away. But yeah, we started seeing this right here, which is interesting. That was a, notice how it already came down and up. So I'm wondering if this has to do with it, because like it came down, started to come up, started to semi come down, and there's a huge, like a bigger amount of volume here that really didn't take it anywhere. Then it had these smaller volumes that went up and came down, and then you had another bit of volume here, and again that didn't take it up. It just held on. Okay, see, now you have this volume that's actually kicking up. You notice that? So there's that. That consider. You know what? I don't think that we need to worry about like making. Maybe next month will be like the huge like let's just pop back in. Now we did break off of this resistant zone with a decent engulf. I think I might take this trade. I don't know why I want to take a long. This is like totally against what I should be doing. The reason I say that is because we're in a downtrend and I need to stay in this downtrend in mind. Like I should just wait this out and let it capture this zone up in here and then take the sell down. I think I'm FOMOing myself into a trade that I probably should not even attempt to be in. I think that's what I'm trying to do. I shouldn't. We already started losing momentum here. Okay. So that is what I think I should do. We're going to close out stream here. We're not going to take the trade. I think we're going to wait to see if it takes out this section here. First, and then decide if we're going to put a trade in or not. I think it's rejecting the trade that I wanted to put for the long. So that's where we are right now. It is fine. It's good to talk through these things. We have our charts here. We did just hit into what is that? Where's our New York session? London should be over. Oh, we don't have colors for this? Yeah, so we're still in our New York session. Now, New York just finished. Oh, yeah, New York just finished. So we have Sydney just jumping in. Tokyo should be coming soon. Now we can kind of take a look to see what typically is going to happen in here. That actually can give us a good indication of what we think might be what might happen here. Historically, we're looking at it to kind of continue a trend and then make a move, and then once it does make a move, that looks to be the direction that we might be going until Tokyo starts jumping in here, which is semi in the mix of that, where it just either reverses or just kind of continuing on. Is what it kind of looks like. So the last few times it looks like they've just been kind of, yeah, continuing on, but more so going to the upside. Especially like since it came under here, it tends to semi go up. It's actually something to consider here. I still think we are going to downtrend a little bit, and then we'll just watch how this transpires over the next few hours. That is going to be it for the day. Again, we think there might be a trade to the upside, or a continuation to get above to this next resistance zone. I think we're in this channel. I think we do take it though. We could take some of these out. There's some sell symbols up in here, so we're gonna just kind of keep an eye on that for now. Ooh, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. At a small buy volume, a little bit bigger. We should pay attention to this. It did create the lower low. Again though, we're having this big volume push and it's not really going anywhere. That's the thing that's concerning to me. And again, I could be completely wrong. It's just something that I'm trying to observe here. Yeah. Oh, looks like I had a short on here. See, I already forgot what I was looking at. So largely that volume was unanswered. And then we have another small volume, no more sales. Alright, if I go in now, we would need to top back out. All right, we're gonna go against our AI. We're putting this trade in now. We just put a smaller amount in. Okay, so that's in. I thought we put $7 in. All right, let's just see if we're right. All right, that's the trade that we're in. I don't think we're out here trying to get rich off of this one, but this is the trade that we're in. We're going to go to trade history real quick just to see what our fee is. Our fee is not even 1 cent on this trade. So we are going to say we are looking at a 2 cent fee here. Oh, look at that. So there we go. So that was a good trade so far. We haven't hit the 1 cent. Oh, okay, we hit the 1 cent. We need to be in the 2 cent to not get jacked up here. I don't know why our margin rate is low here. We are on 20x. Or 1 cent would be point. Okay. Let me back this up here. So 3.5. Let's just say it's 1 cent, but you're looking at 7, 8. We can call it 8. Will be like 4, right? So we're in technically. Oh, we're not into profit zone. When we were at a full 1 cent, then we were at profit zone. But we do need it to break above. I will monitor this. Notice how we've had to have some volume here to actually stop this movement. We are having. Here we go. Oh, multi. Nope. Theater mode. That's what we're looking for. Okay, notice how we had this big volume, and then we have like these small volumes keeping it. I think we're good to go on this push up. Probably should have put more. Look, I said I went against it after I did it. Boom, it is in the blue range, which to that means that it should sell. I mean buy. That we're looking at good buy zone. We do have this smaller volume still kicking in pretty nice. Again, we'll see how this part transpires. We might go in fully with the rest, and then kick into this area. We'll see though. We'll see. This might not turn out to be anything. I'm supposed to be playing Apex now. I think we're good at this trade. I don't really think anybody's here watching. So I don't know if it'll be the end of the world if we switch to Apex now. But we haven't had a trade in here yet. So that we were able to do live. So that's always something. We might pull back some into a just straight down into the 400 range. So probably back into this range. If so, and we start to move back up and things look right, it'll probably put more money in, the rest in. We don't even know what this profit's going to be because we only have, you know, dude, how much? Oh, that's hardcore. So when I put okay. Okay, so we did that wrong. We were supposed to put like 5 or 7 here. I went for nominal value. I don't know why I changed that. We're only in with very, very little money, which might be a good thing since we might have screwed up. Or not. It said no thank you. Okay, so we screwed that up. I was like wondering, why is it so low right here? We went for a nominal value of like that's how much of BTC that we bought, not how much money we were putting in. And I was wondering why we only had like $1 something in there. Well, that's just great. Okay, so we were right. Just we just messed up. That's all. That's great. That's hilarious. You have no idea how hilarious that is. All right. We'll kick this off here with that. Oh, those are the times we were supposed to add, right? Dang it. All right, we're hitting next resistance zone. I'm just going to drop it right underneath that. At this point, well, shoot. It's going to test in this area. We'll probably stop out here. If it doesn't punch this, like if it breaks through that, I think we're just gonna drop this here. Dang, guys, dang. Well, we did take we did take it. We did take it. Okay. Our test went according to plan. All right. Well, you know what? We won that. Let's just, that's 11%. Okay. We didn't put that much money in, okay, on accident. We probably would have walked away with like 50 cents, which would be great. In my opinion, that'd be awesome. I'm down with that. because we would be much closer to breaking even for the week. I mean, we kind of needed that. We might not end up with our goal this week, but I think okay, so that is it for the stream. We're gonna play some Apex, so we're gonna stop this stream. We'll get the stream ready for Apex, and then we will truck along. We just want to make sure we keep these ones separate, and then we're golden.